Tēna koe. My name is Neen. I call myself the Joy Ninja because I'm trying to create a sense of abundance on a small income. Welcome to my regular Wednesdays cash stuffings. Right, you saw in the intro that I got out my savings binder. It's not because I'm doing any savings. I just get questions sometimes about how I make up the change. Sorry, that's soot off the candle I just lit. The reason I'm able to go to an ATM is that I've got these savings challenges on the go and I can swap some notes around. And I know I needed to do that with that particular challenge. It was getting too bulky for the envelope. Anyway, here we are. Let's start, as we always do, with my envelope. Man, that's going to annoy me the whole video. Anyway, moving on. Food is going to get $1.50, $1.70 this week. Same as last week. Just trying to stock the freezer a wee bit. Actually, I went over my my $1.70 budget last week. It was $1.85 at the checkout. So what I ended up doing was using my personal money. I give myself $20 a week. I ended up using that for the food. That's $50 going into petrol, by the by, and $30 going into my wallet for the kids, takeaways, little bits and pieces, you know, ice creams, treats at the shop, that kind of thing. Anyway, it all worked out. But even though I also showed you in the setup that my I had budgeted, I don't know if you can see that or whether it will focus, $415 was the budget this week. I actually have $3.95 in the tray, and that is because my $20 personal money this week, I have already spent it. I wanted to go work at the library, and I decided I would treat myself to a cafe lunch. So that's what I did. That $15 is going off to the girl for her allowance. Pin money obviously is getting skipped now. Household is going to get $10. Oh, and the ongoing saga of my appliances. The vacuum cleaner did give out, and I did a bit of research and I ended up buying one from Briscoe's half price. It was $303 with the click and collect fee. I have taken it out of my emergency fund, and I've just put an IOU in my emergency fund at the moment. I'm going to try really hard to finish up some of those $5 savings challenges in here and use that to pay back my emergency fund. So yeah, we'll just work on those savings challenges. We'll get to the end of the month and then we'll reassess whether I need to do something else. But yeah, that's the hope. Beauty is going to get $5. Still haven't gone and bought the products that I wanted to buy, but that's fine. I actually need to go through and declutter my bathroom cabinet and work out, there's just a whole bunch of stuff in there that's not being used. 20, 40, 55, 60 in beauty, which should be enough to buy my old lady serum. You know, the retinol stuff. Well-being is also going to get $5. So it now has 25. Oh, and just back to the household. Yep, so I bought the vacuum cleaner and then my jug started leaking out of the little window where you can see the water level, which is freaking annoying and quite scary. So now I boil the jug and then empty the jug, and I don't put it back on the base. But I'm going to need to replace my jug. So, building up that household, I'm just going to buy a cheapie. I looked into them. I don't know, I don't understand clothes. We're skipping. Hobbies is getting $5. I do not understand what is the difference between like a $20 jug from the warehouse or a $30 jug from the warehouse and a $200 jug? Please tell me in the comments. I want to buy the best that I can afford. I want to buy a good quality one that's not going to crap out on me, but you know, at the same time, I don't understand the value proposition. Family Fun is getting 10 because we are getting close to the holidays. So I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 there. And Squirrel really wants to go and see Combat Wombat, so we might be using some of that this weekend for that. Gifts, giving and miscellaneous, they're all getting skipped. They've got $10. Gifts has got a little bit more than that, maybe. Gifts has got 25. These envelopes I kind of have in mind to cap them at about 50, and I only really stuff them if I feel like everything else is going well. All right, let's have a look at my sinking funds. So education is going to get 15 today. Hi kitty. I'm going to have to do that, aren't I? The crustiest $5 note ever. I need to spend it. It just keeps going round and round in my savings challenge in my binders. So I've got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85. And because we're putting in 15 here, I can colour off that. Put 10. Right, so that's education done. I've forgotten the name of the person who pointed out that I had stuffed up this. I had done a lot of talking and not put the money in last time. And actually, when I look closely at this tracker, I put $10 on each of these pair of glasses. So I should have $50 in there. I have 35, so let's rectify that. So now I've got 20, 30, 40, 50. But I'm going to put these back and put the 20 in. Should have been doing a little bit of consolidation as I went. We'll see how we go. Health will get 5, and thankfully these are $5 each, so I get to colour in one of these. The money, so I've got 50, 70, 90, 100 and 15. And it's been a while since I said it, but there is a minor procedure that I can get done. It's going to cost $150 at my local GP, so I'm kind of saving towards that, but I also want to have a healthy amount in my health fund, excuse the pun, coming into winter. You know, I'm starting to think about flu jabs and all that good stuff. All right, dental is also going to get 5, but let's take that out and put the 10. Now each of these tooths is 25, and the tracker doesn't quite match what I've got on hand because I've got an extra 20, so I've got 120 in the bank, and then I've got 130. All right, cats are gonna get just 5 this week. So they have 50, 60, 75 in cash and 200 in the bank. They're going good at the moment. They seem pretty healthy. Car is going to get 15. So I'll put in the 20 and take out the 5. And each of these little icons is 25. Ooh. That's tricky. I need to make that 20. Oh, that looks terrible. Right. I need another $5 before I can properly colour that off. But there is $2.50 in the bank and that $20 in cash. I'm going to need all of that. Just a little money saving tip. I don't know if you know this, but if you own a car, you need to check the tyre pressure at least once a month. And I know this, and it's one of those things I keep remembering when I'm driving around and then promptly forget when I pull in to go get gas. I finally did it, and the tyre pressure was really low, like really, really low. There's 2 reasons why you do your tyre pressure. The first is fuel efficiency. It makes your car more efficient. You burn less fuel, so there's that. And the second one is that if you run around on tyres that are really low, you can get a process called delamination. So your tyre starts like peeling bits of rubber off, which is, clearly not that safe. The delamination thing was happening to one of my front tyres. So they're legal, but they're kind of marginal. And I know by the time I get my warrant of fitness, I'm probably going to have to replace 1, if not 2 tyres. The 2 back tyres, however, are kapai. So I took the car around to my brother's and we jacked up the car, borrowed his jack. You kind of need 2 jacks to do this, and we swapped the back tyres to the front, and that's because it's a front. I don't know if this is the right term, but the drive chain is on the front of the car, so it means the front tyres are always going to wear down more fast. And you can take it in, but you have to pay money to get your tyres rotated, and quite often those tyre places want to sell you their tyres. So they, I was scared that I'd go in and they'd be like, no, you have to have your tyres changed. Anyway, I did it for free with my brother. So all you need is a flat driveway and 2 jacks, and you jack the front and the back, and you swap them. So, money saving tip. Tech is getting nothing. Let's do my celebrations binder. So I scratch a head. This is from Madeline Budgets, by the way. Let's put there. Sorry if you can hear Nove. He just wants attention. Yeah, you just want attention, eh? I know, dude. So I scratched 4 last week. So I can take that $1 out and put that $5 in. I don't have any birthdays coming up until May, so we're just plodding along with this. I've got 15, 20 so far in birthdays, so let's scratch again for next week. Nice, next week is 6. Oops. and I sell these little binders on Buy Me a Coffee, labelled up for you. I use my Cricut on them. Celebrations, that's Easter money, that's all fine. Christmas, I'm using another Madeline challenge here, and it was $5. Last we worked out $5. So far we've got 25, 27, 29, 31, 33, which doesn't seem a lot, but it's one of those, slowly we'll get there. So we've done those ones so far. This one's calling to me, 3. So next week will be stuffing 3. If you haven't figured it out, these are like advent calendar numbers 1 through 24. So I think the math works out that it's $300 towards Christmas once I've done them all, which will definitely cover the food. And then I wanted to do another one of these bubbles. This is from my my savings challenge book, which is also on Buy Me a Coffee in the commissions tab. And I'm back. I had to turn the camera off and get my old calculator out and double check, because we got to the end of the challenge binder and I only have $5 left, and that was unexpected, let's just say that. What I actually budgeted for was to put $10 on the travel, and I only put 5, so I'm going to put, what I'd done wrong is, if you saw the introduction when I was condensing, I condensed one of the envelopes wrong and left an extra $20 in there when I shouldn't have. So I have rectified that, so now the Madeline Budgets challenge matches up. Doesn't have extra money in there because that extra money should be in here. So my Spirit of the Seas now has 15. That's going in there. That means I can do my 12 month. My 12 month in here. So it was 13 this week, but I'm actually going to stuff 15. But it will work out later in the month. It just means when I get to week 4, instead of 27, I can do 25. So round numbers, right? Sometimes it's helpful for us keeping the change down. So in my 12-month challenge, for this month I've got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 so far. Right, this is my emergency fund. You can see I've done an IOU. This little IOU slips from Liz and Les. You can find her on Etsy. So it's $303. So I've left everything as it is at the moment, and I'm going to give myself till the end of the month to sort of see if I can pay this off without actually changing the tracker. It's just a good little challenge for me. It's almost like, you know, I'm my own credit card in a way. Alright, the only other thing we do on the regular in here is my Sense Makes Sense challenge. We've got an extra $1 left over from this cash stuffing, so I'll count it with this and put it in Pearl. So we've got $4.20 this week going into savings. And I'm really glad that earlier in the year I was able to stuff some of these bigger numbers, but I'm not too worried, because as I fill in the bottom here, what I can do is add some of these up, wipe them out, wipe them off, and fill in the bigger numbers. I didn't explain that well, but I hope that makes sense. So for those of us who are on a teeny income, we're still able to do those bigger numbers, but just incrementally. Alright, so that's pearl stuffed. Oh, Rebecca asked me if I think pearl is going to be big enough. I don't know. I'm really not sure. But we'll just keep stuffing it. See how we go. I think it'll be an achievement to have her all filled up. That'll be nice. I'm looking forward to the day when I get to like shake out all the cash and count it up and take it to the bank. Because that tracker should save over $1,000. Woohoo! Alright. Hey, thanks for tuning in. And I'm really sorry that the cash stuffing I did on the weekend, like the savings challenge one, was so blurry. I don't know, it's ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, it was about $125 that I sold stuff on Facebook Marketplace. A few bits and pieces. It's really good to make some space in my garage, and to also, you know, like, it really surprised me how much those things added up, and a pretty decent amount. I managed to stuff in my big blue binder, so I did a few games in there. About half of it went into the $5 challenge one, and so did my 5k savings challenge box and my 1k binder. I also was able to stuff in there a wee bit. So anyway, I hope you have a good rest of the week. I'll see you back here on Sunday. Kia ora.